Hey everybody. So this is from Proverbs 28:27. Whoever gives to the poor will lack nothing, but those who close their eyes to poverty will be cursed. Now look, I get it. I live in the United States. I live in America. I have been blessed beyond incredible measure, okay? And yet I'm in this category of, quote, middle class America, middle class USA, okay? And I myself have been going through, difficult financial times as a result of what I went through from COVID, as of losing my fiance to drug addiction, who ended up being an addict in active addiction and also a narcissist, and all of the lies, deception, and ruin that came upon me as a result of my unity with him and what that did, to my life, to everything that I knew financially. And it has taken me almost 3 years to pull myself out of the pit of destruction that was caused against me and harm. However, the victory is the Lord's. The victory is in me listening to the instructions in this Bible, following through, praying and declaring that God has got me, and doing what God asked me to do through what his word says, okay? And one of the things that I just read was, whoever gives to the poor will lack nothing, but those who close their eyes to poverty will be cursed. Now here's the bottom line. The first part of that is referring to tithing, okay? And what that means is if you really get who God is, then that means that a portion of whatever you earn is going to be saved, it's going to be put away, and you're going to put that money towards God's people, serving people that are feeding and serving you in terms of education, etc. So for example, there are certain, YouTube channels that feed me, that encourage me, and I then take part of my tithe and I put that towards those particular individuals and organizations that feed me. Sometimes I might give to this organization one month, and another month I might give to another organization. So I may change it up. Some of you may choose to just select one organization or one church or one synagogue and just give to that place. And the point is, that's fine. I'm just sharing with you that, number one, I need to be taking a portion of what I gain, what I bring in income, and putting that towards, the church and however the church is feeding me. The second part is whoever gives to the poor will lack nothing, but those who close their eyes to poverty will be cursed. There are people that are less fortunate than I am. And it is my job when I go out into the world and I see someone, and let's say someone is bold enough and they say, "Excuse me, would you buy me a cup of coffee?" In that instance, I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to ask the person what they want, and I'm going to go into the Dunkin' Donuts. I'm going to buy that person a cup of coffee. I might even buy them a donut. I'm going to come out and give and feed that poor person that has asked for help. If they are bold enough to ask, I am bold enough to deliver what they asked, okay? To be an obedient servant of the Lord, okay? So that's a person that's less fortunate to me. Now, in another case, somebody might just take their $5 and give it to that person. For me, if the person is asking for a cup of coffee, I'm going to literally deliver them a cup of coffee, and I'm going to deliver them food and water, for example, okay? I'm not going to give them the cash that they're going to go then use drugs. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm going to do something that is for their benefit, for their health. I might even sit and talk with them. I might share a Bible verse with them. I might listen to their story. Do you get what I'm saying? But when I notice someone in my walk, in my day, I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to do what I can to help the widows, the orphans, and the poor, okay? The second part is, all of us who live in America, we are greatly gifted and blessed. We have way more stuff and way more things than we could actually know what to do with. And then when you add on top of it, when people die, you inherit certain things, and then you're trying to go through those things and sell those things and give away those things. So the point is, again, there is tremendous abundance that we don't even, it's like we give it away and then we get even more back. So the point is that, again, when I am in a position where I can help somebody else out and they say, oh, you know what, I really need a new coffee pot, and all of a sudden I just received or purchased a coffee pot, a newer one. I have an older one that I don't want anymore, and there's this person that's asking for a coffee pot. It's a pretty simple transaction. I'm going to get the coffee pot and I'm going to give the coffee pot to that person. And if I don't have it with me, I'm going to get their information and I'm going to schedule a time of when I'm going to deliver it to them in the future. What I'm getting at is there is a time and a season to take the excess of what we have and give and share with other people. Now, in the same token, okay, there are things that I have, okay, that are a result of certain relationships or, like I said, inheritance from certain people who have died, that I've received part of that inheritance and physical belongings. And then with those things, some of those things, I want to sell those things. And in selling those things and liquidating those items into cash, I am then going to use that cash to, again, help myself and to then further help widows, orphans, and poor. And whether that is with the types of programs that I help and offer with my life coaching in those particular realms, whether that be trauma and abuse for women who have been subjected to addicts and active addiction or narcissism, or a physical or domestic violence and abuse. The point is, if I'm going to focus on that particular public to help the widows, orphan, and poor, then the money or income that I get from those donations, I'm going to then help in that other way. Certain clothes donations, I'm going to set that up, schedule a pickup, or drop them off with an appointment, and those items are going to go to those organizations, whether it's a military organization like AMVETS or like a trauma recovery, domestic violence place for women that are abused, such as the House of Ruth, for example. The point of this message is I'm saying all of us have gifts and blessings, and we have so much more than our other brothers and sisters who have not. So it is our job to get those things into the hands of people that need them, and or to sell those things, get that liquidation of the cash of those items, and then to give financially to those organizations digitally, or to send a check. Okay, so the point is, I'm encouraging you that whatever it is that you're dealing with in your life, that you do have more than someone else, and to look at what you have and to start organizing it, sorting it, and giving it and selling it, so that you can free yourself from this extra stuff that you don't need, and at the same time to help your brothers and sisters who don't have as much, that need the things that you aren't even using, and to better them and their life by helping them to up level. So I hope this is a moment of encouragement for you on this topic. And again, I was reading from Proverbs 28, verse 27. Have a good one.